serious. Like, I am locked in. I am so locked in. There's gonna be a lot of mucus in my throat because I've been sick for the last week with I don't know what. I genuinely, like, I don't know what's going around. There's a lot going around, but I don't know what out of all the things going around that I got, because I got something very weird. I don't know what it is. Like, I have had the worst sore throat for the last week. Like, it was really, really, really terrible. Like, it's still going. Like, I still feel like I have a sore throat. It's on this side now, though. And it is, like, literally the worst sore throat I've ever had in my life. I kid you not. I don't think I've had a worse sore throat than that, and it lasted so long. Then I got a headache, and for, like, 2 days I had a headache, and it was, like, a pressure headache, and I think it was from all of my congestion. I don't know. It was, like, a very weird kind of sickness. Like, usually I only get sick once a year when it comes to getting a cold, like, consistently my entire life. It has always been that, but because of COVID and wearing a mask, all of that got thrown off because I was wearing a mask all the time. I wasn't being exposed to anything. So I didn't get sick for like 2 years until I started getting sick randomly. I already got sick. I got sick in November. And I got like I was actually really sick. Not super, super sick, but I had like I think I had a bacterial infection or something, because I was just like so like completely like I had to call into work. Like, this wasn't that bad to the point where it's like I had to literally call in and I had to put everything on hold, pause, but my throat just really hurt. And I did feel like a little bit lethargic. Anyways, that sucks. Like, I don't recommend it, and I'm still dealing with it. I'm just happy that I didn't get norovirus, because when I heard that was like an outbreak and that was like a big thing, I was honestly very scared of it. Like, I hate stomach problems. Like, everyone hates stomach problems, but I really, really hate them. Like, I cannot function when my stomach hurts. Like, I am so dramatic. Like, after Christmas, I had indigestion for like about a week. I kid you not. Like, my stomach was bloated, and I was just like having like gas. Like, not even. I wasn't having gas. The problem was that I wasn't like. But I had indigestion for a week because I cannot eat. I can't handle certain foods. Like, I can't like handle the Christmas food that we ate, because we ate this Cajun Christmas food, which was like, it was okay. Like, it wasn't amazing. It wasn't worth the pain that I went through, but I was like weirdly bloated. I've just been going through it back and forth. Like, if it's not one thing, it's something else. So I'm at the tail end of whatever I have, but I still have a sore throat, and I still have a bit of a cough, as you can tell. So that's also another reason why I could not film, because I literally could not whisper because my throat was killing me and I had a cough. But I love my makeup look today. Like, I wanted like an 80s electric blue and like red combo. I guess I'm not doing, because they did more like complementary colors, so it would be more of like a bright red lip, but I'm not wearing a bright red lip. Like, it's not gonna look good on me. So I'm using my deep red that I've been obsessed with. I don't even know if I've even talked about, but if I haven't, I've been obsessing over M166 by Mob Beauty. Oh my god. It is just the perfect deep red. It's like supposed to look like blood, like dried blood. And it is so beautiful. It is the perfect deep red moody color. I wear it every day. Like, at this point, like, I wear it like it's nude. It's so wearable. Usually my favorite is Magnemone by Pat McGrath. But I don't know if I talked about this already. I don't remember. Whatever. But I find that this is like more versatile, because I can wear this more sheared out and it'll look gorgeous, and I can layer on the color and it'll still look stunning. Pat McGrath and Magnemone, I find that on me, when it's sheared out, it doesn't look good. It only looks good when it's at like, you know, when it's at full intensity. I find that it's better for more when I want that really intense lip. But I find that this is just better because it's like I can do it more. And typically, oh my gosh, my arm is like randomly itching. Am I getting high? I don't know. Oh my god, ew. It's like, basically, I don't like matte lipsticks. Like, I find them to be very, it just like really irks me. I don't like how my lips feel. Like, they're not, the Babacraft one isn't drying, it's just a matte. It feels like there's nothing on your lips, and that irks me. Like, I like to feel like I have product on my lips. Like, I really do. A lot of people don't like that. I love that. Like, in a lip balm, I want it to sit on my lips, and I want to feel like, I want to feel that. And this lipstick it's almost a matte. I think it's considered a matte, but it's like, I have a little bit of gloss on, so that's also affecting how it looks. I have a little bit of clear gloss, but I only put a little bit because I honestly like the matte of this. I just like a little bit of gloss to give it a little bit of luminosity, but I'm using it with the Night Moth lip liner by MAC, which I absolutely love, and I feel like together it's so good. That's all I have on, and I have a little bit of clear gloss, but that's my lip. I love it so much. Anyway, this video is just gonna be a ramble video. Like, honestly, I'm just gonna, like, since it's my first video of the year, and technically I did not do an end of the year video. Like, I wanted to do a New Year's video, but I don't know. Oh my god, that was so loud. I just, like, didn't. Like, I don't know. I just didn't film for a while. I don't know why I didn't, but I just didn't. Like, I don't know. This is my New Year's video, so I just wanted to, like, talk about, like, last year and really just ramble. But honestly, like, there's not much to talk about because last year was so uneventful and really boring. I mean, like, the most eventful, exciting thing that happened last year was getting my internship, which was great, and doing that, and that was really great, and it gave me more of an idea of, like, what I want to do with my life when I graduate school, which who knows when that's gonna be because I'm so behind. But that gives me it gave me much more clarity on that, and I feel like I'm so happy that I did it because now it's like I'm continuing to extend. I got extended, and now I'm just extended until throughout next summer. And it really gave me a good idea of, like, what I want to do with my life. Like, it just gave me an understanding of, like, you know, I got to really peer into people's jobs and see their day-to-day and get some experience, and continuing to do that. So that was probably, like, the best thing to come out of last year, like, for sure. Besides all of the shopping I did and the pieces that I got that ended up being a mainstay in my wardrobe. Like, besides that, that was, like, the best thing to come out of last year, and that is great. Like, I left the year with a sense of direction because I didn't have one before, and honestly, like, I was not motivated in school, and I really wasn't doing great in school because I wasn't motivated, because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing this for. I don't know what I want to do, which is, like, not a good excuse, but honestly, like, I really did feel like I got to a point where I genuinely felt like there's, like, career all over my mic as always, but it's really bad this time. I really had a sense of, like, literally not knowing what I wanted to do, and I just was, every day I was at school, I was like, why am I here? Like, I know I was like, get the degree, who cares, but it's like, you know, I need to, like, have, like, understand what I want with my life, and I feel like this year really gave me a good idea of, like, what I want with my life. Honestly, besides even the internship, literally that apartment, oh my gosh, I'm gonna cough. My head I still feel like there's pressure in my head, so when I cough, it's like my head hurts. It's like a sharp pain in my head. It's like, oh my gosh, it's just like, save me. Anyway, but yeah, like, besides even just doing the internship, like, hunting for apartments, when I thought I was gonna move out, and I ended up not moving out, and that's how this thing ended up in my house. I, even through that, like, gave me motivation, because, like, oh my gosh, I'm looking at all these gorgeous apartments that I want, but cannot afford right now with a retail job. Like, obviously not. Like, I need to graduate with something useful that I can use so I can afford to live here and, like, you know, be able to, like, live a fun life that I want to live and be fulfilled, and, like, just, oh my god, I need to stop saying, like, stop. Just live a fulfilling life and be able able to have a nice apartment because that's something that I really, really want, and be able to do that and not have to like struggle to be able to maintain it. So all of that gave me a lot of motivation and like lit a fire under my ass, to be honest, to really lock in with school and to just hurry up and get it over with as well, because I do honestly want to work for the company that I'm interning with. So that was like probably the best thing that came out of last year, for sure, hands down. I can't really think of anything else like besides like the shopping stuff, but like honestly that was not great because that just, you know, like I need to be saving money. And that's another thing, this year I'm saving money. Like I'm gonna talk about my resolutions in a moment, but the worst thing that happened last year, again, like last year was very uneventful, and I don't mind that. Like I hate saying that, and I'm scared to say that because I don't want God or the universe to like give me something this year to like make it eventful. I don't mind that. You know what? If it's either a year be uneventful or be bad, I will take uneventful. I have no problem with my uneventful year. I enjoyed my uneventful quiet year. I had no issue with that. I don't want anything to happen. Like I don't. I'm good with that. The worst thing that happened, I would say it's a good year. Like it really was. Like nothing really bad happened. The worst thing that happened, honestly, was when I lost power for a week, and I was in this like hot house for 3 days with no AC in the summer. I live in Texas. It was like 90, no, it was like 100 degrees at this point, and I'm in my house with no AC and no power. That was probably by far the worst thing to come out of this past year. But I feel like it really, I mean, like that should not have been the point that made me really realize this and feel this way, but it helped me push more in that direction. But I feel like through that experience I learned how to be grateful. I learned how to be grateful for the smallest things, the things like every day that I have that I take for granted, like my phone, for example, or the fact that I have power right now and have AC, like things like that, to be grateful for that, because it's like you never know when something as small as that is going to be taken away from you, even if whether it's for a second, whether it's forever. Like just be grateful for what you have. And I think that's something that like I really learned this past year and really internalized. I thought I was a grateful person, and I was, but it's like to really have a sense of gratitude like every day, to reflect on the things that I have that I'm happy to have, and really reflect on that and have a sense of gratitude instead of constantly looking at what I don't have or looking at what's wrong with my life. Being grateful for like the things that are right, and being grateful for the fact that I'm in a good place right now. You know, like that's something that I feel like I learned last year. Finally, you know, like really like internalize that, and I feel like that's like another good thing to come out of last year. So that's like another thing, like even in like a bad situation, to be able to look at the bright side of it, like how I just did. Like, to be honest, like I feel like I've become like more of like, I feel like I used to be so cynical, and I still am cynical sometimes. Like I'm not gonna lie, like I still have that tendency, but I've become a little bit more positive in life. I used to be so effing negative. Like I really was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I was so annoying. But I feel like now I am a lot more positive and like less cynical, and I'm delusional, and I feel like there's nothing wrong with being delusional. I feel like being delusional leads to you getting what you want, and I feel like I'm really good at that. So that's that. I also got like my bird last year. Like that was like cute. That was something cute and fun. And yeah, like last year was just like, honestly, like it was just like, it was chill or whatever. Like I don't know, like 2023, that was, I would say, like that was my party era. Like I was at the club like every weekend or every other weekend. I got it out of my system. Like I'm really over that, which is like crazy because I'm turning 23 like next week, and like most people my age, like this is when they're in their party era. Like they're still in it, and I just like, I don't know, I just don't enjoy going to the club that much. I really, it's just like there's like nothing else to do in my city. Like it's either that or eat. That's kind of it. And I enjoy it, but I feel like I enjoy just going and getting ready. Like I enjoy everything up to actually going to the club. Like I love figuring out where we're gonna go. And then once we're at the club, I'm just kind of like, I want to go home. Like, I'm like literally closing my eyes and I'm imagining being in my bed. I have to cough again. Like, I'm just imagining being at home and just being in my bed and just like enjoying my own company. Like, that's all I do when I go out. Although we went out on New Year's and my other friends took me to this bar like a couple weeks ago, but we went there again on New Year's, and I am in love with this bar. Like, this is honestly my spot at this point. Like, I'm stealing it from them. This is my spot now. This is the spot I'm going to be taking everyone I go out with from now on. This is where we're going to go first because I love this bar. It is so gorgeous. It's so eclectic. It's so my vibe. Like, if you saw like the things that I collect, I mean, you know that I collect dolls and stuff and weird shit like that. It literally has a bunch of like weird repurposed mannequins. It has like different weird statues. It has like tiger taxidermy. It has like really weird. It's very eclectic. There's like a little, like, it has multiple layers to it too. It has like 3 floors, and the first floor is like just the widest one. Then there's the second floor, which is super cute. It's very intimate. It's almost like a speakeasy vibe. And there's like a little couch in the corner and you can sit there and it's very nice. And it's very like dimly lit. It's so nice. And then like the third, there's another floor. I don't remember if there's 2 more, but there's another floor. And it has like a little outdoor seating area, but it's like closed off. Like, there's no roof. It's just like, there's no roof and it's kind of closed off, but it's like a little outdoor sitting area. Then there's a big area, like there's just room. There's a bunch of rooms in there. It is the funnest thing ever. Like, it is so nice to just go and sit. Their drinks are so good. They're expensive, but so good. Like, their espresso martinis are amazing. Even their dirty martinis are good, and I'm not usually into drinking alcohol, but I'm okay with dirty martinis. And the espresso martinis are amazing. Like, I just love that bar. Like, that is my new spot. And I think I also just think I'm more of a bar person. I love a small, cute bar. That's something that I'm more into. And just like chatting. I'm not that into dancing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, when I go to the club, like, I don't dance. I kind of like, you know, like sway around. I don't dance. I'm just not like, I'm not into dancing. And I don't know, I don't like the club that much. I'd rather go out, have a cute cocktail in a cute glass that actually tastes good, and just sit and chat and hang out. Like, I feel like that's more of something that I'm into. I don't think I'm into like going to dance clubs. I think I could be into it if the music was good. Like, the club I go to, they play the same music all the time, and it's like really boring. It's just the same 80s music all the time. The same playlist every time. And it's boring, and it's like, I don't feel like I want to dance to this. But like, when I'm at home, when I'm listening to the music that I like, I feel like I want to go out and dance. But then I go out and dance and I realize that they don't play the music that I like. So, it's a dilemma. But I just like, I love that bar. I think I'm more of a bar person. Especially bars of that vibe. So I want to look for more like small, intimate bars. I want to try going to like a jazz club kind of bar, or like a speakeasy. I feel like I haven't been in that. That is like somewhat like a speakeasy. I feel like one of the rooms has a speakeasy vibe. But I'd love to go to like a jazz club and I like explore things like that. That's why I wish I lived closer to the city, because I feel like I'm like 30 minutes out. So like going down there, it's gonna be like $70 or $80 in a night to go there and come back home. That's why I just stay home, to be honest, because it's like, I'm not paying that, because, you know, I have fun and I enjoy myself, but it's like not for $70 to $80. I don't enjoy myself that much. That's not even counting drinks. That's just Uber. Let alone if I'm buying drinks. Like, we're talking about like $150 on New Year's. I don't even want to know how much I spent. I didn't even want to do the math. I just moved on. It was a lot. I'm gonna just put it that way. Like, it was at least $150 to $200, probably $200 to be honest, that I spent going out on New Year's. Like, oh my goodness. That's why I cannot wait until I graduate and then I move to like a city. I don't though I've never been, which I know I should, like, it's stupid for me to say this because I've never been there, but I just trust that I'm gonna love it. Like, honestly, New York, like, I would love to live in New York. I really would. Like, have I been there? No. But have I binge watched and probably watched like hours worth of videos of people just walking down the street in New York, like, you know, those 4K just city walk videos? I've watched hours of those. I trust at this point I've been. Not physically. Have I been? No. But emotionally, I have. Visually, in a way, I have been. And I know that I'd love it. Like, I just know I would. So I feel like if I had it my way and money was not an object, I would live in New York. I've also thought about Chicago. I'm just hearing mixed reviews. I honestly need to go to Chicago before I can really say anything because I'm hearing such mixed comments on like whether or not living in Chicago is a good move. Same thing with I've thought about Seattle. I don't think I like it that much there. I do work at a company that's based in Seattle. So if I wanted to do corporate for them, I would have to move there, which that's like my backup plan if I don't proceed with the company that I'm currently interning for. If that doesn't like, if that's a direction I want to go in and I'm like, I want to go do corporate for the company that I've been working like retail at a company for like that's like been my only job. It's going on 4 years at this point. Like, I think getting in the corporate won't be that hard. If I applied for a corporate job with my degree, I would have to move to Seattle, which I honestly prefer a job that I have to just move somewhere for because I'm so indecisive on where I want to live, but I know that I don't want to live here anymore. I've thought about living in Austin, but I really can't stand the heat of Texas. Like, I genuinely am so over it in the summer. Like, right now it's cold and I'm loving it even though I'm sick, and like that's keeping me from like loving it as much as I normally would. But I genuinely can't stand heat. I don't like heat. I'm not built for this. I like wearing wintry warm stuff, and besides even that, I genuinely just cannot stand the heat. Like, I'm in a crappy mood when it's hot. It's just not something that's for me. Like, I want to live somewhere not that's like blistering cold, like Chicago. I've heard how cold it is in Chicago. My friend just visited, and I just like, I don't know if I can handle it. I don't know. It dropped down to like 30s this week for us, and that was hard. I can handle a little lower. Like, I know New York is in like the 20s. I can handle 20s. I feel Chicago is sometimes in the negatives. I don't think I could do it. No, I don't think I could do it. I don't want to wear thermals. I really don't. Like, it's gonna ruin my outfit. Like, no, I don't want to do Chicago. Like, I don't think Chicago's for me. I want it to be for me because it's like New York dupe from what I've heard, but I don't think it is. I've thought about Boston, but I'm like, what am I gonna do in Boston? Like, I just don't know if Boston. I want to live in a city where there's like a lot to do. Like, I can just get lost. I could just go out and start walking and end up somewhere new every day, and I could just get lost in the city, and every day is like an endless amount of entertainment. Like, anytime I feel like going out, even though I'm a homebody. Even though I'm a homebody, I am still gonna want to go out sometimes. And I want a city where it's like anytime I'm in the mood to go out, I can go out and I can find something to do, and that's not always just gonna be going to a bar or going to a club. Like, I'm not that into that. Like, you know, I don't even know exactly what I want in a city, but that's something that I just want something that's going to entertain me. I want something that's beautiful. I want a city that's like scenic in some way, and scenic means different things to some people. I do love nature and stuff, but I also love just like really pretty urban architectures. Like, I do love like urban scenery. Like, I like that too. I love being in the city area of where I live because there is a pretty like naturey part of it. But, you know, I like being in the city, so I want that. And I don't even know, like, that's the thing, is like, I don't know even what I want to say this, but I'm just kind of like, at this point, I just think I need to travel more, which I want to do this year. For sure, this year, I'm going to New York. That's like a resolution. My resolution this year is to grow my hair out, which I'm doing. I stopped bleaching it. I put the bleach down and I've been like growing it out. This is like, you know, we have shrinkage. This is like where we're at right now. Not much, but like I've been doing these like I've been taking these Mary Ruth supplements that have been making me tweak out, to be honest. Like I've been feeling so weird because of them, but I think my body's adjusting. And I've been using like these hair oils, so we're gonna see like if it works. I will recommend them, but we have to see. But my hair feels very healthy right now, and it has not felt healthy in a very long time. Like I've been bleaching my hair for like the last 3 years, basically. Yeah, like the last 3 years. Would have been 4 if I continued. And my hair was fried, to be honest. And I honestly like the dark hair on me. I feel like it looks cute. But I want to grow it like all the way out, and I don't know what I want to do with it. But there's a lot of styles that I want to like experiment with. But I want to grow it all the way out to have the, you know, be able to have fun with my hair and like do different styles. Like I am tired of being bald, so I'm growing it out. That's one resolution, to grow it out and not to cave and to bleach it or cut it. Like I feel like I'm going to be committed to it though. Like I'm very locked into that. But growing my hair out, traveling to New York, that's something that I feel like I feel like I'm going to do it this year. Like genuinely, I say that every year, but this year I'm serious. Save money, which I feel like I am locked into that too. Like I'm not buying stupid shit anymore. I have a couple more things coming, but that's different. A lot of that stems from last year, okay? And then I did buy my birthday dress. But that's like my birthday dress. That's like completely different, okay? Like I need a birthday dress. Like hello. But after that, okay, and I did just buy a corset belt. However, I also just sold something. So I only spent $50 on it because I just sold something. So no, it does not count. But I'm doing it. I'm gonna buy something like every so often, but I'm so serious. Like I'm saving money this year. Like I'm not playing with myself. Like I need people to hold me accountable. I'm so serious. Like I'm sorry, but you're not getting any hauls from me this year because I am not shopping like I was. Like I'm like honestly disillusioned with it at this point. Save money. What else? Log into school because I'm taking 2 classes this semester because I am going at such a slow rate with school. To be honest, I have not even really declared my major properly yet. I finally finished the last class I needed to declare my major. So I can't take any more classes because I've taken all the classes that I could possibly take whenever you haven't declared your major yet. And when I tried to register for more, they wouldn't let me. So this year I'm not playing. Like honestly, I'm trying to graduate within a year or a year and a half. So I'm gonna probably be taking like 6 classes a semester and then like 2 classes in a mini semester. Like I'm so serious. And then what else? What else did I want to do? I think that's about it. I think those are the things that I want. Those are the realistic things that I want to do this year. If we want to be unrealistic, get an Hermes Kelly or something like a vintage Hermes Kelly. Like that's something else that I want. But no, because that doesn't go with saving money. Those two don't go together. So no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. But if at the end of the year I save up an ample amount of money and I find one for a really good deal, I will treat myself as a reward for that. But this year I do want to go to New York at least, and honestly I do want to travel in general and go to cities that I potentially am curious about living in, because it's the only way I'm really going to be able to find out whether or not I want to live in another city. I have to travel to it and visit it and see if it's something that I potentially could be interested in, because I can look and research online all I want. Being there is a whole different thing. But I'm probably interested in Chicago, Seattle, Boston, New York. I'm just like, I've thought about San Francisco or like San Diego, but I'm just not a California person. I don't think, like, I don't feel attracted to or called to California like the East Coast has always called to me. I feel like I'm just an East Coast person. I don't feel like, even though like Seattle is West Coast, I get that, but Seattle is like very like East Coast on the West Coast to me. I don't know. I just don't feel called to the West Coast. I don't feel called to California. I don't at all. And also, like, with what's going on right now, I know that's in LA, like the fires, but still, it's like, oh, I don't know if I want to go over there. Which, I feel so terrible for what's going on in LA. Like, it's so awful. Like, genuinely, it's just can't imagine waking up one day and just like losing everything. Like that is like a big fear of mine, is like my house catching on fire, and I can't imagine just waking up one day and it's just gone. It's just all gone. So I feel so bad. My prayers go out to LA, like actually, because it's like really, really terrible. But yeah, I want to live there. I've thought about living in Europe, but honestly, I'm an American right now. I'm in my American era right now. I was born here, and I just don't want to leave yet. I think I might probably move to Europe when I'm older, but I feel like I need to see out like my life in America first. I just do. Like, I'm American. I really am. Like, I don't want to leave. I don't really want to leave. I definitely don't want to go to Canada. I've thought about Canada, but Canada seems so boring. Like, what is in Canada? I know some people in Canada, like, on Instagram, but I don't feel moved to, like, move to Canada. If I were to move to Europe, I'd probably move to London, obviously, because London just seems like, I don't know, I know some people who live in London also from Instagram, and they have a lot of fun. They have, like, so much fun over there. And FK Twigs over there, and I feel like I'd meet her, because I feel like I need to meet FK Twigs in my life. Genuinely, like, I feel like I'm going to meet her. Like, I know that I will. Like, I just feel like it's too easy. Like, I just know that I'm going to run into her at some point, especially if I go to London. Like, I'm going to look for her. I need to meet FK Twigs in my life. So that's another thing, like, reason why I want to live there. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just kidding. But, I would live in London. London does seem like a very, like, interesting city. I also just, like, love the cobblestones, and I love just the way it looks. The food gives me pause, but honestly, I'm someone who likes very bland food, so I probably would like it. To be honest, I probably would not mind the food. And I love, like, the accents, and, it just seems like a very fun city. Also, living in Europe seems nice because it's like you're literally by all of these amazing countries that you could just drive to. Like, the amount of time it would take me to drive to Dallas is like 4 hours, whereas when you're in London, you could drive 4 hours and you'll probably end up in like Germany or something. Like, it's just like going on vacation in London. It's probably so insanely fun. So maybe one day for a little bit I'll probably live there. Like, it's like I only live one life. I'm not gonna like live in one country for my entire life. So if God allows, I can bounce around for a bit. But when I get out of school, I have no idea where I'm gonna live. I probably will end up in Austin. I'm not gonna lie, I probably will end up in Austin at least for a little bit. Because know that I do love Austin, and the weather is the only thing that's like keeping me from living there. I absolutely love being there though when I go on trips there. Like, genuinely, I never want to leave. Like, I am depressed when we leave. Like, I finally just started being able to like leave and not feel like for the first time I went to Austin and we stayed there, let me tell you, I was depressed for about like a week or two when I had to come back to my city. I really was. Like, I love it there so much. So I probably will end up living there for a little bit, because I don't know if I'm ready to like up and jump and live in a whole new like city, like a whole new state, like, and be that far away from like my friends. So I probably will end up living in Austin for a little bit, but unless I like find a way to live in New York, which I don't think I will have enough money for that, because I'm not going to struggle to live in a city like that. Like, it's not that deep for me. Like, I see the tiny apartments that people live in because they just want to live in the city so bad, and it's like, no, I am so big on having a nice space for myself. Like, that is like the number one thing that's a priority for me, is having a nice apartment and doing whatever I want with it and making it into an oasis and making it my space. That is something that I feel so strongly about. So I am not interested in like, compromising on that and getting a tiny apartment that's like shitty because I want to live in the city that I, to be quite honest, cannot afford. Like, no thank you. But yeah, oh my gosh, this video was so long-winded. But that's how I do my Ramble videos. So if you made it to the end, you're like a real ass bitch, to be honest. Like, I know I don't like cussing on my videos, like I try not to, but like, you really are. You really fucking are. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna end it here because I'm ready to go to bed. But thank you so much for watching. the gym more, which I have been doing so far. Like, so far, I've been able to go like twice a week at least. This week I did not because I was sick, so it's different. But I managed to do that last week, which was like the first time I think I've ever done that. I'm not gonna lie. And I feel so good. Like, I've been eating better and I've been like going more. So I'm like, and I'm honestly into it. And on Tuesday I'm doing a consultation with someone. So there's like a trainer who's gonna go over. They're gonna assess what I do and then recommend me what I should do based on my goals, which I honestly need because I don't know what I'm doing at the gym. And that's something that keeps me from going, is because I don't feel like what I'm doing is effective because I don't do anything. I think now my routine has gotten better, but I really don't know what to do. So I'm excited about that, and I'm not paying, and it's free. It's a free consultation. I'm not paying for a trainer. Oh my gosh, my phone is about to die.